Alright, so now what we're going to be doing is finding the derivative using 3.2.1 and the power rule. First off, this is actually 3.2.1, and basically what it means is the limit as h approaches 0 is f of x sub 0 plus h minus f of x sub 0 all over h. And we're going to be finding the derivative of this function right here, which is a parabola. And pretty much once we plug this in, we're still going to have this h on bottom, so we actually are going to need to simplify, because later on you plug this in for h and you can't divide by 0. So here we go. I'm going to take this and put it in where x is here. So the limit as h approaches 0 is 6 x sub 0 plus h squared plus 3. You see? All I did was plug this in to that x. Alright, now minus, you gotta make sure you minus the entire thing of just f of x sub 0, which is basically going to be this with a little 0 right there. So that's what that's going to be, and we can just run that negative all the way through and put all of that over h. Now, what we're going to do is square this, and pretty much what that's going to do is give us 6 and then x sub 0 squared plus 2 x sub 0 h plus h squared. Okay, then I'm going to have the plus 3 minus 6x sub 0 squared minus 3 all over h. Alright, now what we're going to do is run this all the way through this, and then we're going to be taking out an h to get rid of this. So it's going to be 6x sub 0 squared plus 12 x sub 0 h plus 6 h squared plus 3 minus 6 x sub 0 squared minus 3 all over h. Okay, and now we're going to combine like terms, and so 6x sub 0 squared and negative, those cancel out. Okay, so now we got this and these two, these cancel out. Alright, now actually what I could have done is kept that h out, that 6 out, because I didn't really need it all the way through, but it just made it easier for simplification. So I'm going to take it back out now, take out a 6h, and that's going to leave us with 2 x sub 0 plus h, all over h. These h's will cancel, and now run that back through, and you get 12 x sub 0 plus 6h. Now remember that limit from earlier, all the way up here, take that, run it in through here. So 12 x sub 0 plus 6 times 0. That gets rid of that. So your final answer is 12 x sub 0. And that's it. Okay, so we found the derivative using 3.2.1, and we got it to be 12x. Now I'm going to show you a much easier way to do it using something called the power rule. And now this is the formula for the power rule. A stands for a coefficient, so the coefficient times x to the nth power. And how you take the derivative of it is pretty much you take that power times the coefficient, and then you minus 1 from the actual power. So pretty much it just looks like this, and it's really, really simple. Our equation was 6x squared plus 3. So 6x squared plus 3. Now, what you do is multiply these together. 12x. You take this 2 and you minus 1 to the first, and the derivative of a constant is 0. So plus 0. 12x. 12x. Same as before, but about 5 minutes faster.